Welcome back to Houston Life. If you've ever tried getting in shape only to find the last few pounds are the most difficult to lose, you are not alone. In fact, some studies show as many as 85% of people trying to lose weight hit at least one plateau at some point along the way.
Yeah, I can relate to this, which is why, if you didn't know, in Dr. Ian Smith's new book, The Last 15, he is a #1 New York Times bestselling author, by the way. He says you can lose those stubborn pounds and break through the plateau in just 7 weeks. Now, he is here to talk more about this transformative 7-week program, but welcome back to Houston Life. Let's catch up.
Good to see you. Yeah, life is good. It's a new year. This is my favorite time of the year. I always feel re-energized for the new year. I always load my list with lots of projects, and I feel strong. I feel like I'm excited.
You're always strong, and you always inspire us to do better. Tessa and I have been looking through this new book. I really like the format. You include a lot of recipes in here. It is a very digestible, no pun intended, format. But tell us, why is it so common for people to hit this plateau?
Okay, this is how it works, basically. Your body does not want to lose weight. Your body's natural proclivity is to want to hold on to weight. And so anything you do to make the body lose weight, it is not happy. So when you hit a plateau, it's your body saying, you've been tricking me all this time. Now I have a defense for your offense, and I'm going to stop losing weight. So it's a good thing. People think it's a bad thing. It's frustrating, yes. But it's good because your body is saying what you've been doing has been working. It's just not going to work anymore. There are two major reasons. One, when you're losing weight and become smaller, you need less calories. And so people lose weight, but they keep the same number of calories that they're consuming.
Oh, interesting.
And so let's say, for example, you're eating, 1,500 calories when you were heavier, and now you lost 15 pounds, and now you're still eating 1,500 calories. That's not good. You probably should be down to about 1,200 calories. And so that calorie deficit changes. And so as you lose weight, you have to cut the calories. That's one reason why people hit a plateau. The other reason is because people tend to not eat enough when they're trying to lose weight. The last 15 is not a diet, it's a meal plan. And the reason why I say that is because you're gonna eat plenty of food, it's affordable, it's accessible, but it's how I combine the recipes that get you into the fat burning zone. So if you just eat one meal, I'm gonna eat one meal. Yes, that's gonna work up until a point because your body says, whoa, I'm not getting enough energy, so I'm going to go into starvation mode. That's right. Yeah. And so the fat cells, instead of burning, now start hibernating.
It's like storing fat for the winter, like
bears do. 100%.
Okay.
So that's why we hit these plateaus. But it's frustrating. But there are ways to break the plateaus. And I tell people, it's not that you're doing something wrong. You need to do it different right.
And you said, it's not a diet. This is something that you're not going to look at as I'm on the last 15 plan. It's something that you're making tweaks because longevity is important.
Well, it's about sustainability. I've written plenty of diets, don't get me wrong. And, people, there's no one plan for everyone. The reason why I wanted this to be a meal plan is because at the end of 7 weeks, I don't want you to feel like you are on something. I want you to be able to go to a restaurant, go to the grocery store, and instinctively make good decisions because you know kind of what you need to eat. Do you need to be perfect? Absolutely not. No one's perfect. I say if 70% of what you're consuming is decent, you're going to be fine. Give yourself some grace, you know what I mean? But I think that people like this plan because of its accessibility. It's easy. The recipes, as you said, the book is very clean. I didn't want a whole bunch of text. You don't have to read a lot, though I do explain to you why it works, but I just want you to get to the action.
What are 3 things that someone out there could do right now to get that scale moving again? Because, that frustrating feeling of working out so hard, keeping your body moving, eating a great meal plan, right? Yeah. But you just can't get that needle to move.
First thing is reassess your calories. As you start losing weight, it's very important that you have to lower your calories. Does it need to be drastic? No, but if you lowered your calories by 15 to 20% on a daily basis, you could start losing weight. Number 2, protein. Not enough Americans are eating protein. 2 things. 1, protein helps stop cravings because it regulates your blood sugar levels, but also protein is very expensive for the body, meaning it takes more energy to digest protein than the other macronutrients. So when you eat more protein, your body's burning more energy trying to do that. And it builds muscle, right? Like you need protein for muscle. Why muscle? Particularly for women who don't want to lift weights, because muscle is more metabolically active, meaning it eats calories up. Men lose weight faster than women, not because they're better than women, it's because they have more muscle. And so sitting down like we are now, it burns it up. And then lastly is increase something called NEAT, N-E-A-T, which is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Walking around, going shopping, doing chores in the house, things that are outside of targeted workouts, but movement. Those three things can start you losing weight right away.
Oh. You're so insightful, and I want to know, as I get older, I feel like my body already knows all my tricks I do to lose weight, you know, whether it be that cabbage soup diet or doing the 1 meal a day. So this is really going to help people get that reset, which I feel like almost everyone could use.
Yeah, and in fact, we do need to take a commercial break. I still have more questions.
We'll do some NEAT during the break.
We'll do some NEAT during the break, so don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with more from Dr. Ian Smith. His brand new book, The Last 15. We're going to continue digging into this when Houston Life returns. Don't go away. Okay, welcome back to Houston Life. We've been chatting with Dr. Ian Smith, #1 New York Times best-selling author. His brand new book is called The Last 15. It is a comprehensive way to get through those last stubborn pounds that so many people struggle with. This is a comprehensive but easy to follow 7-week program. Before the break, you were kind of laying out things that people can start doing today. What about this idea that we all have a specific weight that, let's say we get in shape and then we kind of fall off the wagon and then we're back to that weight?
Yeah,
how do we move
point.
the set point? How do we get that number to be even lower than it historically has been?
Well, what's interesting that I have found, and people struggle with the set point, is I tell people your body gets to a weight and it likes to be around that weight, so it gets comfortable. So your body works to stay there, which makes sense, okay? This is where I am, I'm cool at this weight. If you want to change your set point, you can do it, it's challenging, but you have to choose a target. Let's say, for example, you weigh 160, you want to weigh 140. 140 is your new target, you want that to be your new set point. You got to go underneath the target, about 3 to 5 pounds. When you go underneath the target, then you allow your body to fluctuate up and down 3 or 5 pounds. That keeps you at that 140. So the best way to move a set point is to hit the target, go underneath the target, allows you to bounce back up, and now you have a new set point.
Yeah, new set point. That's what I want this year. Hey,
you can do it.
Thank you. Speaking of, you say that support is very important. You have a Facebook group where you are encouraging people, helping people. How does that work?
I got to tell you, weight loss is not easy. I've been doing this for a long time. It's challenging for everybody. But I developed this Facebook group for people who get the book, who are on the plan. Over 14,000 people are in it across the country. But the beauty is that I'm in the group. I answer questions. I do a Zoom every week. We post recipes. There are free exercise videos. So people should join it. It's called The Last 15 Group, which is the name of the book, The Last 15 Group on Facebook. But it's really fun. It's easy. And people who lose the most weight and keep it off the longest are those who have support system.
Nice.
Okay, another question for you, because there are 55 recipes in this book. You travel a lot, and for someone out there whose routine is maybe not the same every day, yours is changing all the time, how do you stick with it?
Wow, I work hard. Like this morning, you know, I had a protein bar. I had yogurt with some fruit for some antioxidants and fiber and a little granola. But I pick and choose. And sometimes, by the way, if I don't have a good choice, I just don't eat. You know, if I fly into a city late and there's nothing open that's decent, I call it quits for the night. I have to stay on my P's and Q's when I'm traveling. So it's very difficult.
Well, like if you're up on the ski slopes, which I think you recently were.
Yeah. You're having some fun burning calories
then.
then.
My goodness. Skiing is I love skiing. I just started trying snowboarding. My son said, Dad, let's do snowboarding. I've been skiing for 30 years. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm going to kill myself. But it was fun. We had a good time. But skiing and boarding, as you know, you ski, you burn tons of calories. My son actually right now is in Tokyo on break from college, and he is actually snowboarding in Tokyo. It's pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is so cool. You've also been rubbing elbows with a couple of friends of this show. Let's talk about Michael Strahan.
Yeah. So Stray is great. We just played golf down in the Bahamas together. He's a car guy. I'm a car guy. And he just got this new limited edition Ford that's really cool. So we have a good time. You know, we work hard. He works very hard. You know, he has lots of shows. And we play hard. And my good friend Chanel Jones now has her own show with Jenna here on this network. And I'm so happy for her. She's had a really tough year. Her grandmother just died. But I knew Chanel way back when she was a local anchor in Philly and on Fox. And we've been friends ever since. And so it couldn't happen to a sweeter, nicer person. So
we're so proud of
excited
her.
for her. Yeah, she's
losing
awesome.
her grandmother just right after New Year's Day. Her husband, who passed away last year. I mean, she's been through it. And these are friends you've had. I mean, Chanel, you just mentioned you've known for a long time. Michael Strahan, you've been friends with for a long, long time.
I'm the slouch. Everyone is like winning but me. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong?
Hold on. This is book number 29. 29.
Yeah,
Total Slouch.
Yeah, well, it's all right.
And you're working on the fiction series, which I am a huge fan of.
Yes.
This book, listen, helpful. I probably need to read this one, but I'm like craving the other one.
Yeah, Ash Kane, my PI series, book 6 I'm working on. The last book was Beyond Midnight. People love the series. It's a Chicago-based series. So if you have some time and you want to get into a good read, I'm a series guy, by the way. I love reading series. I read one book, I go all the way back to the beginning, and I read it because you just get lost in that world. And one of my favorite series is a guy named Henning Mankell, who was a Swedish kind of crime writer. He died, unfortunately, but someone introduced me to his books, and I just read everything. So anyway, I would like to produce more Ash Kane so that people can, get lost in it.
And Dr. Smith, I'm glad we talked a little bit about your time off and your personal life with your friends, because when we look at overall health, I mean, you're not at home hunched over a computer writing books all the time. Isn't part of overall health getting out, living life, spending time with people you love and doing the things you love to do?
Yeah, when they talk about the blue zones, and those are areas around the world where people live longer and live healthier, one of the important components of a blue zone area is that people are engaged. They are out with friends, they are social, they are in communities. When you have people, unfortunately, like we do a lot in this country, and you send older people into homes and you kind of isolate them, that is the opposite of what you need to do as people get older. You need to incorporate and keep people active and do new things. For example, I'm trying to learn French. I'm teaching myself French right now because I love Paris so much. I finally said, I'm tired of talking about it. I'm going to learn French, so I'm learning French.
Good for you.
Je m'appelle Dr. Ian.
You are so inspiring.
Wow.
You are so inspiring.
That is impressive.
We love when you come visit us in the studio, and we want to remind our viewers that you can connect with Dr. Ian by going to the Scene on Houston Life section of our website, houstonlife.tv.
Yeah, look for this book. It's called The Last 15. Dr. Ian Smith, always great to see you.
Thanks,
We'll have
guys.
you back anytime. Don't go away. We'll be right back.